What is good, YouTube? It is Super C. We're back again with another banger. Now today, first of all, I just want to thank you guys for 1K subs, bro. Y'all got us there. We there, bro. We at 1K subs. The next goal is 2K or 10K, whatever. I don't know. But we about to be watching we about to be watching when gymnastics go wrong, and they got a skull on the beginning, bro. It's kind of, I don't know.
Number 12.
I don't know, bro.
Kerri Strug.
When gymnastics go wrong.
Kerri Strug's performance at the 1996 Olympics immortalized her as a sports hero, but took a heavy toll. Coming into the vault event, the Russian team had a narrow lead. Before Strug's vault, her teammates had struggled to land cleanly. Strug also under-rotated on her first attempt and severely injured her ankle.
I don't want to look at it already.
Snap, and under any other circumstances, this would have meant the end of the Olympics for her. However, knowing her team needed another solid vault,
not y'all showing it
Strug
in detail.
Excruciating pain for one more attempt.
She
landed the vault cleanly, mostly on her one good leg, and hopped as she saluted the judges. A grimace on Strug's face revealed the pain she was in as she fell to her knees in agony. The Russians had dominated women's gymnastics up to that point, but Strug's iron will was instrumental in helping her team earn the US's first gold medal. Her coach carried her to the podium, and she was later treated for tendon damage and a third-degree lateral sprain.
I'm sorry, y'all. I can't watch when people get like their ankles snap, because it happened to me, bro. It hurts, bro.
Samir Aït was forced to retire from the sport after a horrific fall during a competition.
Oh!
It happened as she was making the first pass during the floor routine. At the end of a handspring double front flip, Samir Aït landed short and both her legs bent back.
Shoot!
The momentum of the double rotation added to the impact.
Her kneecap said.
Samir Aït shattered her knees. The 22-year-old was carried out on a stretcher. While her career as a gymnast was over, Samir Aït did recover from the
why it looked like
was
that?
even able to walk down the aisle at her wedding only a few months later.
Her thing said.
Number 10, Adrienn Varga. During a routine at the uneven bars,
my gosh,
Hungarian gymnast Adrienn Varga took one of the worst falls in Olympic history. As she was preparing her final move, the gymnast lost control and flew from the high bar, landing face first on the mat. Varga would lie motionless on the ground for the next few seconds. Everyone in attendance feared the worst as the gymnast was being checked on. Fortunately, she rose to her feet, having narrowly avoided what could have been
so they're not gonna show it.
Injury.
Excellent.
Similar falls typically ended in anything from broken bones to paralysis.
Dang.
Number 9. Julissa
I stuck on my arm up for no reason, y'all. I'm so sorry.
In May of 1988, during the warm-ups of a competition final in Tokyo, American gymnast Julissa Gomez was gearing up to perform an extremely difficult vault. Called the Yuchenko vault, it involved a handspring and multiple twists. According to her coach and teammates, her technique was flawed and inconsistent when performing the vault during practices. Nevertheless, Gomez's coaches pushed her to pursue
so she did it anyway,
higher points.
Knowing that she couldn't do it.
Gomez raced towards the vault, but slipped off the springboard and hit the vaulting horse headfirst at full speed. She became paralyzed from the neck down. A subsequent incident in a Japanese hospital then resulted in her being disconnected from her ventilator. Gomez went into a coma. Her family continued to care for her for 3 more years until she succumbed to an infection in 1991. Number 8.
So she
Melanie
died?
Coleman.
Basically, she did it when she knew she couldn't do it and died.
College gymnast Melanie Coleman suffered a brutal spinal cord injury during practice. At the time, she was training on the uneven bars, an apparatus she'd worked with countless times. Coleman was a team captain for the women's gymnastics squad at Southern Connecticut State University, and according to her coaches, had attained the highest level in the USA Junior Olympics program. In what was described as a freak accident, the 20-year-old slipped and took a hard fall, irreparably damaging her spine.
I'm sorry, y'all. I just can't look at stuff like that.
And her family subsequently donated her organs, a gesture through which they hoped her spirit would live on. Number 7. Shun Fujimoto. At the 1976 Summer Olympics in Montreal, Shun Fujimoto earned his place in the history of gymnastics. During the competition, he performed an impressive feat of endurance and personal sacrifice that unfortunately led to his permanent retirement. At some point over the course of his floor routine, Fujimoto severely injured his right knee. He didn't tell anyone and participated in the team event right away, in spite of his badly damaged knee. Fujimoto scored a 9.5 on the pommel horse, as well as 9.7 on the rings. He displayed exceptional focus during both events. As one doctor put it, how he managed to do somersaults and twists and land without collapsing in screams is beyond my comprehension. However, dismounting the rings would seal Fujimoto's gymnastics career. His knees bent to absorb the impact, and his right leg started to wobble, nearly collapsing. He was limping, but managed to walk back to his seat without falling. By pushing himself, Fujimoto had aggravated what had already been a severe injury, and not only tore ligaments but also dislocated his broken kneecap. Doctors told him that by continuing to compete, he risked permanent disability. Number 6. Sang Lang.
I keep doing this because I think they're going to be like, snap, 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 snap.
At the Goodwill Games in New York City, promising gymnast Sang Lang suffered a career-ending and life-altering injury. During the warm-ups, Sang was performing a routine vault to familiarize herself with the apparatus. However, something went horribly wrong. The 17-year-old fell directly on her head after mistiming her landing. She couldn't get up from the mat on her own and was taken straight to a trauma center.
Dang,
Sang underwent cervical spine fusion and spinal realignment. Despite doctors' best efforts, the damage to her spine was too severe, and Sang was left paralyzed from her mid-chest down. Strangely enough, Sang would later claim that her injury was caused by the coach of another team, who'd removed a mat from her landing area during her push-off. Chinese officials reportedly refused to believe Sang and attributed her accusation to brain damage. She also claimed to have been abruptly abandoned by the Chinese national gymnastics team after she'd become paralyzed. Number 5. Ellie Downie. During the qualification round at the 2016 Olympics, Ellie Downie fell squarely on her neck halfway through her floor routine. The 17-year-old had tried to perform a flip with 2.5 twists, but lost control and couldn't get her body all the way around. Fortunately, she'd briefly managed to break the fall with her legs before landing on her neck. The British gymnast tried to ignore the pain and finish her routine. However, before making her final tumbling pass, she opted to leave the competition mat. She was placed in a wheelchair and
I'm watching it though. I'm reacting to it.
That she'd heard a crunch in her neck.
Nigga, what?
After getting
Why they did that?
Staff,
what?
Opted to return to the floor and completed 2
I'm not even gonna repeat it. I'm not even gonna repeat it. Why they do that?
Both times.
What?
Number 4. Jessica Gil Ortiz. In 2009, a crowd of thousands attending the World Championships at London's O2 Arena fell silent after witnessing Jessica Gil Ortiz take a hard fall during her floor routine. She was the first Colombian gymnast to qualify for the floor finals in the competition. The 19-year-old was about to finish a high-flying tumbling sequence with a double front somersault.
Oh, shoot.
Ortiz over-rotated
I can only imagine.
And fell face first at an awkward angle. The momentum of her rotation carried on as her neck bent.
I need to put my hand down, y'all. I'm sorry. I got my hand up for like 75% of the video.
As her coach and paramedics rushed to the mat to help her. Ortiz couldn't finish her routine and was carried out of the arena on a stretcher. Fortunately, she recovered, and after missing a few competitions, even qualified for the 2012 Olympics.
Oh, nice.
Number 3.
I mean, hers wasn't that bad though, you know?
While practicing a move she'd landed dozens of times before, gymnast Jacoby Miles sustained an injury that would change her life forever. The teenager lost control during the second rotation of a double back dismount and fell directly on her neck.
Oh my
She instantly couldn't feel anything from her chest down. Several vertebrae in Miles' spine had become dislodged. Doctors were optimistic about her eventually being able to move her upper limbs, but claimed only a miracle would enable her to walk again. Her family hoped that the teen's competitive drive would help her on the long road to recovery. Today's topic was requested by Instagram follower @darkmetalStrug.
Is this it, bro? Is this like, bro, that was like 10 minutes of torture. Me watching niggas break their spines and break their
or follow us on Instagram and reach out to us there. Number 2.
Oh, there's
North
more.
Korean
There's
gymnast.
more. Never mind. There's more. There's more.
During a circus festival in Russia, a North Korean gymnast attempted to break the somersault world record. The aim was to successfully complete 6 somersaults before landing, something no other athlete had done before. As another more massive performer jumped on the opposite end of a seesaw, the gymnast was launched high up into the air. Other performers followed the jump with a thick mat, ready to break the gymnast's fall. Unfortunately, the man landed on his neck He hit the mat from great height, and even though it somewhat softened the impact, the gymnast instantly lost consciousness. While the extent of his injuries remains unknown, one of the circus trainers claimed he couldn't feel his hands or feet. Subsequent reports speculated that the injury might have left him paralyzed. Even if he did recover, the performer would have potentially been reprimanded in North Korea. The regime has little tolerance for whatever it regards as athletic failure, and has been known to send athletes to labor camps.
What?
Join the They Will Kill You team by rocking the latest merch from They Will
Not
Kill You.
him trying to promote himself inside my video.
During the 2016 Olympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, the crowd watching Samir Aït Saïd's vault let out a collective gasp upon witnessing his disastrous landing. The gymnast had shattered his left shin with a crack that echoed in the arena. He remained on the mat in shock, and as he held his left leg below the knee, the lower part of his ankle and foot dangled in the opposite direction. Aït Saïd took one look at his mangled leg and instantly realized the horrific extent of the injury. To make matters worse, the French gymnast had qualified for the final on the rings, but his Olympic hopes for 2016 were cut down by the accident. He was rushed to the hospital, where he needed emergency surgery, as he had broken both his tibia and fibula. Aït Saïd eventually recovered and confidently claimed that he would be returning to future Olympic events.
I fractured. Listen, y'all. I fractured my tibia and fibula when I was like 8, and that junk hurt so bad. So imagine snapping that junk. Imagine it breaking fully. Like, I just fractured it. It didn't even, break. This nigga snapped his, and he said that thing echoed, bro. Bro, I can't, bro. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and my reaction, bro, because, like, I don't like watching, like, stuff like that. But, like, I had to see it. Like, I had to a little bit peek, because I wanted to see what's going on. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. And, yeah, till the next video. Peace.